Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. We are independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but waiting they happen. Political discussion, you for know about Salon politics. Religious messages, entertainment self no go left bien. We no go left nothing bien no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon. This not the team them where we dey talk but
Sierra Leone political history.
defeating the lives of fake people.
Waiting they be on social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say,
And we let myself and better Salon.
All right, now we like yourself and better Salon. Good morning and welcome to the third edition of Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. It has been a great opportunity as we don't go into the festive season. Sierra Leoneans, both home and abroad, they yearn for this opportunity for come home. A lot of individuals then they are, they also they glad because the festive season they come. But we all know say one or two things then can happen. Some man can be bad, some man can be good, and other bad things then can happen. We know say the Sierra Leone police then they for take care of our lives and property. Now that's then signed for, now that make them go to the training school and then take oath for them. This morning we will get inside the program. The media one way now Brahma Kamara, he will come and tell we how prepared they are for this festive season, how for protect lives and property. Some man can say policeman and said they connive for do bad thing. It go come as a mandate where in a media one for talk to the public, for tell the nation and the world how they ready for let them push bad people they out of the police. We all see things that will be done they go on at the police. It go get the opportunity for me to tell all of that. You say for the your house, this na Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. You'll get the opportunity for be part of them. Be part of them responsibly and respectfully. Wusa, you go send you text message to the number 076946948. This number there on WhatsApp and direct message. My name na Elizabeth Kefue Gembe.
We dey broadcast live now with studio in 48 Shaker Stephen State. This now we third edition of this week program. Una join the conversation through the platform where they watch we be civil, be respectful. Let we talk on the issue, let we no attack personality. Me only na Maria Bilkishtomboya.
So this morning, like I say, we get inside the studio, the media one, where now in the talk for the police. Now in voice, we can want for hearing. Now in voice, people then wish for see. Where it talk, now the IG don't talk. Where it talk, now a word will come out from the police. Good morning and welcome, Media One.
Thank you.
So Media One today na in maiden appearance na ya. We don't dey bien. We don't dey bien. Brahma Kamara for America. Unfortunately, we don't give the opportunity today for get them. The last time we been get media two, we in safe cam and tell down. So we glad for get Media One inside the studio today. Media One, we don't see the festive season on the cam now. Everybody, both home and abroad, this now a long opportunity where everybody they wait for let them enjoy. Enjoying Christmas comes with security. Enjoying Christmas needs security. You na Media One, you dey Unity today. walk we through waiting, una don't decide for secure people them of this nation, this festive season.
Okay, good morning. I want to say I'm happy for that today. Like how you say, over time, you know, we always don't agree for CAM, then another assignment come. So 2 times now I don't send me deputy for CAM. But this one I say I have to come because we're all part of this media space. If me very attached to the IG, very attached to management, then I need for let people can hear me voice because they hear me voice somewhere else. And here also a very big platform, you know. So I make a day today for let at least can shed some light on things that we get for do time. Law enforcement and policing generally. But let me look at firstly, like how in the preface you talk about the mandate of the police. If you look at the mandate of the police as provided for by law, you know, the Police Act of 1964, now old one. Before the Police Act, we get what you call we get one other one we don't use, but then before independence, you know. But after we don't get independence, now we make we law for ourselves. So the Police Act of 1964 it specifies certain functions we perform. One, it talk about protecting lives and property. It talk about maintaining law and order, talking about enforcement of rules and regulations, and a host of other functions that we say we perform. So if you also look at the Constitution, the Salon Constitution, Section 5, subsection 2B, very clear, and we know it's not government responsibility, government in work, in obligation to the citizens. But those things where you talk about government obligation to the citizens, and now they give responsibility and duty to the police, the military, for letting them carry out when it comes to safety, it comes to protection, for letting them carry out their duties and they. So which means it doesn't matter at what time, it doesn't matter which period we depend. That mandate we get for protect the lives and property of people and for enforce the law. You know the law it guards. You still get to look at the circumstance. We do what we call threat assessment and say this is the type of policing we have to provide at this time so that we will still continue for maintaining the mandate and for protect lives and property and making sure that those rules and regulations which are there because the parliament gets its own big responsibility. The parliament they make law. We want to then the enforcer. So if the parliament make law, then you not get persuade the enforcer or even the home situation. The mama and the papa and don't make law, they not get possible for enforce the law. That law in a die law. Because at the end of the day, they say not go out 6 o'clock. Somebody will still go out 6 o'clock because nobody know the way to check. So this is where they begin, and then they begin the police. Say where the police una work, una go there for the enforced. Any law where they make, understand, especially then law that we get for with they around criminality and all the rest of it, una they enforce and for make sure say things happen. So now on that basis, year in, year out, we don't look at the fact, say, Christmas, na time some man they left overseas. One come home can see in families, one come home can see in friends. And sometimes when they get project, you know, they want to come see how they go develop a project. Even apart from that, people within the country, some man they apply. If you see the best thing for can free turn, for can buy, waiting for buy, for table for in family, for in picking. Some man self, in fact, self, we school get a lock. It's not like picking can holiday, like can see this free number. You know, because for themselves for the upline, the free turn on one big side, just like how you did now, they see the America like on a big side. Now so themselves they see free turn as one big side. Understand? We go, yeah, bro, that man you go free turn as any kind of case and so during that time of day, a lot of movement to take place. Here and there, and people they go for go enjoy, people they go for go begging business, married business. Sorry, and all the rest of it. So now they will say, what do we do? Let me remind people about the law. These are not new things. Not like saying that the way they new, they are not new, they have been there, but now somebody now need to go water them, for let them go grab, let them go germinate, and let somebody go aware of the fact, so then we plant seed the other way for grow. And so we now decide say, let the people and take note of the following. So come out on the 3rd of December and 2025 and say, let them take note of them thing there. Then they ask law, but they will take note of them, especially at this time. One get for do with the aspect of this noise. From 1965, they don't make this law. They say after 10 o'clock, let noise, let you do small. let you reduce or let you tap. Down do the beat battle, down do the beat drum, down do the play musical. It says 10 o'clock. Down don't make the law then tell me then get his one me the maker. Because 10 o'clock, most people when they go to bed now, they get for go work in the morning. Some people when they sick, like hypertensive, they need rest. So then the way they study for exam. You understand? So don't do make the law at that time. I think they get that consideration, say 10 o'clock, no matter how you don't enjoy now, say it's a lower the noise down so that other people will get chance for sleep, other people will get chance for study, other people will get other chance for the other things. And because not to be one game there, things get for continue. So we say Lord, remind the people about that, and they say the law say 10 o'clock the noise for calm down.
So media one, the law say 10 o'clock noise for calm down. So we also see on the 3rd this month, when I pull a whole laundry list of things they won't and no one let people they do. When one of that segment you just talk about.
Yeah.
I want to walk Sierra Leoneans then through wise and they watch you. The major things they won't and they look at this festive season.
That's the one that's get for do the loud noise where we did in section 13 of the Public Order Act of 1965, and the other one get for do street procession. Then tell the way people cannot treat them boku and then plenty, and then they move from one point to another point for various reasons. Some are social event, religious, jogging, any kind of thing. As long as there is a movement of people, large number of people, they move from one point to another point. It gets a implication. We not say people are not for move. Let somebody not say we dey infringe on people human rights. People get right for move. But we say we want for do inform the Inspector General. Why make you the informer? Because we now will get for provide security. The free flow of traffic. Not forget say somebody they want for go left somebody in the hospital. Somebody want for go feed somebody in the hospital. Somebody want go left picking at school. Somebody don't work done. It off now for going home. But we now take over the entire street. Nobody know they go, nobody know they come. You don't see how you own business and you own enjoyment to depend or whatever you depend. You don't deprive the right of other person. So that making them say right to the Inspector General of Police. Then we look at them and now they say, okay, we approve. We approve now, we will tell you how you do it. Say take one side of the road. Understand? Or take one side of the road so that the traffic will continue for flow. So we say anybody want to do street procession, want to do then carnival. Especially in a treat. Carnival, treat not for carnival, you say 2 days for talk. But if you're in one corner, we aside with the traffic not the flow too much, you can't tell the IG by what you write, then we'll look at them and see the possibility. If they approve, then police go now, they will go divert vehicle. Rather than vehicle they use for pass day, you just can't speed. Not many people in the day, they can't meet up with other problem happen. So those are the things that the police they try for prevent. You see all I get for do with firing of guns. We not put banga there, but people who know their manga business, all the one in the fireworks. Now some country, me don't live in Arab country. Arab country, the one way then they celebrate any holiday, now gone. Then they fire, understand? So them don't make that law the long term say those things you want to do them, I mean you have to be permitted.
So in the events now, una don't put all them laws there. How una really get for enforcer?
With the enforcement, we always there around. One, it possible say police are not there. Say policeman there.
For them
but if you policeman not go there. But the law say to the annoyance of the public. The law I like the word encourage the law. So which means if you play music now, even after 10 o'clock, nobody no vex. Offense not committed to. That's not happen.
So even for the street carnival, because I remember I think last weekend my street or my community we get a street carnival, not to that busy road per se, but we post still the user, we use bike and move, even motorcar self the user, and we get for putting in a position that they were in, get for fan corner would pass now people in compound, and I do believe see a lot of other people and go through that concern or that constraint. So if you want for report like then kind of matter, how you go about
you call 900. 900 it on Africell free, it on Orange free, equally it on QCell free.
Now anonymous call?
Yes, now call me, you call me, I will call them toll free.
Toll free.
Understand somebody they go receive them. And that person now.
So you don't give them permits at times.
No, if you get permit, that one is a different one. Because if you get permit, police must come there. We will do diversions.
But ACP, what's in the events when they prioritize security?
Yeah.
Somebody call or use the toll-free line, call say, then get noise in my area. Then another person call say, then they can rob me. How will we able prioritize
well, security is a matter of quick decisions. You get to look at somebody, they rob somebody, and this noise. Common sense will tell you, say, let me try go. Just feel like we accident happen. That one we don't die. No doubt today. Accident happen. The one we don't die, not to priority to the police. We don't have priority, the one we not die it. Then the fed for putting on motor for letting care go. You know this, the one we don't die, yes, then we put on a corner fall. But the one we not die it, you want for preserving life. You must go all out for make sure she put on a motor car for letting for can go in hospital for letting go continue for give them treatment. They will attend, but you know we say that continue for attend to the one we don't die. That this one day it is struggle for die, it still get life. We possibly if they take him to hospital early, he go for that life they not go. They say that he go spend life, but no, that's still the loss. That's still the loss. These are just common things. So in terms of robbery, when somebody robbing somebody in life, they are danger. So you just get for prioritize them. Then you will come back. Then even this aspect of somebody come, I mean these are things that we forget. Not just like say we want for poor people enjoyment. I mean you come there. We call you for the beat batana or the maybe we come there. We engage you. We engage you and say, well, if people are not the gun blow, this 2 years they pass so now for stop them. You stop them, case turned on. You park, you go na your house, case
I can give them term limits like as to when they foreclose. As you make mention, there are people with health condition, there are students. Like me and say for the mere fact I don't give them permits, it get for affect a whole lot of people. It get for affect. So I want to know if time limits can they like.
Then I make a lot of consideration there. You know thing happen sometimes when they get in street carnival. Sometimes now one treat. Say for example, this cool area and get one side on there. And you feel like now they all way did that area there, and now they all form that organization there. You understand? One treat and get one client street or then get them no more than we jam. You understand? So they all come. Then we don't come at the place, we don't come do assessment and see say maybe it is okay. Normally necessarily it's difficult for like a person to complain. We're gonna the all lipana. But we are there is complaints. If we grant them at all, there is complaint, we'll still come there and tell them say lower the music. The way you not agree for we not agree now, then we go for motorcar and can park the set.
And if say from the permits, owner for the give them term limit, say okay, you do this till 1, you do this till 2 or 3, because people might not complain because sometimes we don't see and say it's something normal or no one for ambogi neighbor or no one forget any hated mind between you and your neighbor. But some way somehow mean to say it affects people.
There is always going to be somebody is always going to be affected.
Yeah.
But sometimes people just get just tend for, like I say, people will just tend for be tolerant. Say
Yeah. All right.
It is not one of law just accept, but as the case may be, yeah.
All right. The police they always talk say they are constrained, then get limited number. But we they see passing out many times. Some side then where they go, the police then who side there for the 5, 6, something at 2 day, 1 day. Waiting at some of them. Why they constrain in this number of police for represent on an athlete?
We go to call her attrition. Every year, and I make if I not say almost every budget, government will say let them recruit 1,000. Every year, we get people with the guitar. So for example, we all join police this year. In the which time we most of whom we join police this year, this time we go for guitar. Apart from now, they get people away. They look the book no say, "We know me, I don't tell myself," and they left. You get other one away by the thing the way they do. Where the law not allow you for let do, but you continue for doing. The police will dismiss you. So every year we get the one in the way they exit the force naturally and some by other means. So you always need for the do some kind of replenishment. But let me be very practical. If you get a force of 15,000, and then you get a population of 8 million, there is no way how you go to shape them 15,000 a day, where you go to see them everywhere at every time. It's not possible. So this is where the kind policing with the practice, we call it localist policing. Localist policing, we say now policing where they meet the needs and expectations of local communities. But those needs and expectations therefore reflect national standards and objectives. Waiting basically we say. Let me look at Kube. Now whose kind policing will go provide it? So what we do, we go into Kube, we form what we call kind of partnership with some locality, with local people. We go help we in police so that if where we know they, then one day go feed we with information, and then we'll come there and then do the needful. So even if we get a post there, we expect to have five policemen and they post with the place population, but get 5 policemen there. But for as long as the community they cooperate with them, they work with them, then the final say the policing will be easier because we want us to do something. Then we inform the police, and then we come and support the police for let the police able for be that person they come to justice. So it is always difficult for let we get police man we go there everywhere given with strength. Even if we are 1 million, they will get 8 million population. Then it means for every 8 people, from 1 million, from 1 million, for every 8 people, then we forget 1 policeman. But let's to talk about we in a day around 15,000. How you do that mathematics day for there? For 1 policeman for the number of people there. So it's far more than so. Let me make you know it's just too difficult for there we get that kind of number. Not to animal, almost everywhere in the world, they get that kind of police number. I see in Nigeria they are talking about trying to get 50,000 police there. Where the population they are above 200 million. So it's really not easy. So, but for succeed in policing the people, you need the cooperation. For as long as you get the cooperation. So even if not small.
Media One, as of this morning, how many police in total you will tell we they secure within the nation?
But this now I would call them privileged information, in the sense that you don't just come to the public and say, this is what we have.
All right. So we don't see also an unannounced drug where the police they carry on. Why wanna decide for do that? You know, if you say wanna they infringe on the rights of the citizens?
No. One way we get two.
Unannounced drug.
We get one way we do. No, the one we do unannounced, not to be safe.
But even to una safe, anybody being signed say.
You no need for sign because you cannot be seen to be enforcing the law. We so you broke the law. We catch people in pan, drugs business, all over the place for the past months. Based on the system put in place, we now get this presidential task force, and then we get the enforcement pillar. We get NDLA, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, supported by the IG and the Chief of Defense Staff. We don't see the massive work we do all over the place. But how you go to go catch person for drugs? But we don't know if you said they take the drugs. So we now the IG now decides say, let we clean yourself first. We will be able to take part in this, let we clean yourself first. So now making it unannounced. Mrs. F. in office, I don't even know when they go there. For say announcing at mine, they can't know. They might just come one morning and come work in the morning and meet them already. So I'm not going nowhere for go. I just have to wait. They will test me for know if the business didn't inside me. And if it didn't inside me, then that's a separate case by regulations we will look into. But then that's the IG tell for do. At least we clean your host first. Before you go, put that dirty first in your eye. That's the way the Bible will tell you, put that dirty first in your eye. Before you go put the dirty in somebody else's eye.
But the drug test also involve or includes the senior officers, because we see the testing mainly in our junior officers they meeting up in line.
It include everybody.
But again,
when you go first in the morning, when you go first in the morning for good one. Of course, you must get first. We call them TCG, tasking and coordinating group. So you get the local unit commander, you get the support officer, you get the line manager or the crime officer, all the one that they put together. That then first thing you go do office.
But why would not they see on the media? Why then they test it?
Well,
Junior officers.
Alright, well, if you're allowed to run for you go be for Siam. But the fact is, we do everything.
The public will wish for Siam because if they test a junior officer, you need for test the senior officer on media also where they go Siam.
Accepted.
So far, when I don't get officers the way they decline, say no, I don't want to be tested.
If you decline, then definitely it's like you are admitting to the fact, say, I'm already the dog inside me. Because one thing about that thing, if you take them 21 days in a system, and the team of the works 21 days in a system. So you take one today, we're not the 10th, with the expectation we'll do it today by the 31st of December. So even if you don't take on the 10th, you're not taken out throughout. If you then go test it the 30th of December, it will still show say in a system.
So the one that owner don't ever catch anybody by all them testing.
So far from the records, maybe they get so far from never get anybody to don't we.
Both junior and senior.
Not get give me any records for say also. And we do them in a way it's all alive.
But we they see some police officers, then they nod on them, say, then they walk out, they see, then they stagger. So all of them.
Yeah, but before this time, I recall who start the fight. Before this time, we get some police officers away, like I talk about nodding and all the rest of it. I think IG may make our come out very public. Like the one they do me arrest. I remember that we arrest a policeman, they then dismiss him, send him go court, or then find out say actually works there now. But maybe I should say a lot of people don't learn from him because in terms of dismissal, I recall we start this thing, we dismiss almost up to 15 police officers. There was a time where we get people who they prepare for going to Somalia, for go serve in Somalia na a mission. One day we just appear in them billet, and them dormitory, and begin for search them bags. Surprisingly, a lot of them, some okay, get that thing, they were all dismissed.
What thing they get? Kush?
They get kush.
Then they travel with kush?
They don't travel late, they don't the training.
They intend for travel with her?
We're not trusting them, they try for use and doing the training because I had training. It's like them, they use them, they small. So we just take them on our wares. We went there at the billet. Everybody snap by your own bed, snap by your bed, you say you there. And then we search all in our bags, search all in our property then. About 7 to 9 of them will be old. We be kind of the public. We not only dismiss them, we let the public know. We call the press conference and say, this is the situation. And then they were dismissed. So there had measures in the way of say IG may take with the administration. You know, which make most times we say IG, then at the head of the police. But he is also working with a team. Understand? And possibly they consult extensively they consult. Understand? So he's working with a team, but he's the face of the police. So you would just shut in and say the IG. So not to the IG can't take a decision. Now a decision taken by management, but he's leading that management team.
Okay, waiting at the training or resources where una don't allocate to security personnel in order for handle emergency situation effectively during this busy season.
Waiting be
the training or resources. We don't talk on human resource. We get to do with police officers. They out there, they attach and make and say we get like let's say roughly 15,000. Even if we are 1 million, it will be difficult for like let we allocate say one policeman to 8 people. You do that calculation, they additional. So now, when it comes to, because I do believe, say, since this is not festive season, emergency situation, then get for arise and all of that, and for get an effective resources need for be allocated. We don't know. The public go on for no. Like waiting at the trainings or secure resources so I don't put or allocate.
Well, training is a continuous process. We get levels of training when we provide for various categories of personnel within the police. Like for example, we get the one with the CID, criminal investigations. At various levels, we get our initial training. We always provide them. Then when once you don't do in the job now, we provide what we call on-the-job training. You know, once and kind of parade and try. And some other times we conduct what we call in-service training. We also get what we call local and peripatetic. In other words, the training who they do in service, but they give you course for them move from district to district or from region to region, as the case may be for good deliver them training. So we provide training based on the needs. You know, the needs training, we always to call training needs assessment. We always conduct what we call training needs assessment. You do assessment so that you go to identify gaps. And those gaps now, you now design training, we will fit into those situations. So for policing the festive season, we know what it needs. We know, one, like for the traffic people, we don't make a very clear, say, that beachfront, Lumley, Aberdeen beachfront, we have to provide a parking spot. A parking, when a day we expect everybody where they go on the side and they go parking for, and they go park a vehicle. So we don't train them one day now where they use the tow vehicle for make sure you can park on a street, and they can't turn. And then they do decently, not only for go get argument with you. So they go kind of meeting with Kade. But if you can't turn, you go see and they can't turn. So they don't provide that kind of training because then they work at that beach day at this and day. Then if you want to go at that same beach day, we know say with the kind offense away Boku day, now also put in the drug people in bag, you know, pickpocketing and that kind of stuff in there. So waiting that I just do self in the first place. Now for make sure say that place is well lit. 2 weeks ago, he put light on that entire beachfront today, and all he put light on that entire beachfront. He go further for make sure say he deploy CCTV there. And another one on net. We do and Santa, we all man they see the CCTV. But CCTV they put in also so. Now lights they put in also. So that they tell you say you go even commit the crime, we will go look at CCTV, we see you, they'll begin failing you.
Now talking about CCTV. The last time they thief one at McKinney.
Yeah, that's not true.
Okay, so the one that I want to don't fix, how then can be secured? Where somebody not go thief or they not go cut the cable again for let them.
Yes, we try to maintain the fact say one, the post way they behind the machine and the control room where they look at the movement. We just to make sure say it's very regular. If now you there, you turn down somebody else for cam. Because the moment one they go off, they know say from the screen, they know say, oh, something's wrong with this one. So then postman now we then deploy out there. It's just a matter of giving them a call and tell them say, we are suspecting one of the CCTV is going down, as the case may be. But you know, security things, you don't explain everything. You don't put all the cards on the table because whilst we there about the talk so now, the good one they listen. Even the bad one, they listen. Even the potentially bad one. They're not bad yet, but they look at for openings. If there are openings, you make use of them. They're also listening. So when you let out too much, they work on the one. They say, hey, then be sit today now 200 people in the same ground. So if so long ago they safe today, no ground. You know, so security, you know why they put out information here and there, but the fact remains that one will be happen. Maybe we'll not get much of the experience. This will be the start anew for beginning to deploy CCTV. But going too far into it now, without knowing how to deal with their situations.
So currently, who's at the city get CCTV cameras?
And at the city, we get a lot. Some areas, like the beachfront, I make reference to them. We get some strategic areas in the country, especially Freetown. We get Putloko, we get McKinney, we get Nabo, again Akedma. So then provincial towns and we get the. At least we deploy something like 15 at that time. And over time, incrementally, how we go back and go add.
So for preventing the crime rates, who can catch the individuals here on camera? How are they able to apprehend them?
How they well, you know, say facial.
If somebody do something,
yes.
How are they able to apprehend them?
Well, we don't get the face. They finish. We don't know say this person. Then we now have what we call field operatives. People who we call field operatives. You see them like any ordinary person. But they are working for us and they are working with us. You understand? They go there at the street. They go there outside there, be harmed with that photo. You understand? For make sure they able to identify the person in the community and also working with the local community as well for identify that person. And then the other one I'm not going to explain now because it's good for us, understand? But we always have a way for go after that person, especially if the person lives within the community or is still living as alone. And when they come to the worst, we put for how we call them wanted notice, especially if we get the information we don't know your name, we don't know your name now by doing that communities. Then tell you say this person, oh Sabia, now this person, now this. They will don't try forget them. In one way we're not able, we now they put now we'll make an public. We put for a wanted notice. Send body we see them, we will get something if you will.
Now talking about wanted notice, when we don't put wanted notice for a certain person we alleged say na drug trafficker or na importer, waiting at the update of that person.
Which particular one?
The lady of the last one, Fatmata, wanna be pulled.
Yeah, we still we're not for we're still at large. We still here for lay hands on her. But we get us small information. We won't put to the public, but we get us small information. And we hopeful say we go for no side and we go for lay hands on her. But actually we going to us, you know, we expect we and we don't know. I know whether they expect or not, but we're going to us. We meet. You don't left in passport, you left in ID card, and then we even get pistol. We Italy mark panel. So you see the works people and people away not an easy business. For fair to works not easy. Somebody of that kind of person there. For like even get pistol, we get 7 rounds. Panel. You know, so you know easy. So all the way 2 minutes they will take them. They will still look for them.
All right, now that we cancel policing around the globe or internationally.
International policing, yeah.
International policing.
Yeah.
We see the Inspector General of Police from Liberia Binka in Saya, una self reciprocates. Waiting at the measure or waiting make una take that move?
Well, you know, international policing, like talking about cross-border policing, you need to call international cooperation. That make we get what you call the transnational organized crime. Some crimes you need to commit now beyond borders. If you get your neighbor, they will know they're at peace, or now they say eye to eye. You will find out if you can't thief to you, not to that anybody need to go ahead. And your neighbor now wants not know they talk, know they're at peace, know they say eye to eye. You will keep that person there. And you not go out for good day, because if you go there, you go find this plumber. So you go did it conveniently. You know, good for go. So waiting the IG thought of. So waiting to happen. I mean, we're not going to this kind of basin, Man River basin, where we get borders between Liberia and Guinea, and some of the way in our borders away. Not a man did it for Manam. They don't want to win about ordinary footpath. Somebody get just walk out from there and come here, as the case may be. So what do? We try to forget a very good collaboration, security collaboration, and cooperation with the neighbor within Liberia. Because people who commit crime in Liberia, they won't come as saloon. We don't catch people at the border. Understand? Some don't cross come inside. Equally so, they say don't catch people at the border. Some even cross go inside. Understand? So let me get that kind of security cooperation. And so the IGP now decides to let invite him brother for let come over so that we can get discussions over a range of security, cooperation, and collaboration. So the IGP come with 8-member team, very senior officers and deputy inspector general, 2 of them as well. They all come here and can get lots and lots of discussions. We find out where they even meet with the vice president, maybe the act as president then because the president was out. But that notwithstanding, he is also the chairman of police council. Then get discussions. From there we come down to the office of the attorney general. So they can talk about mutual legal cooperation, talk with the Minister of Internal Affairs when I need to oversee the police, get discussion with the security sector. So you get the ONS, you get correctional, you get National Fire Force. They all come, get discussion with them, and even meet with the executive management board of the Salon Police. And then they provide strategic direction for the police. So after all that, then we decide for signing a communique and say then we'll cooperate with one another, you know, in terms of fighting drugs, cyber offenses, understand, cross-border crimes, and all the rest of it. So then go back. When then go now, we decide for reciprocate. But the reciprocation coming because there was now need for we start for put into practice. Waiting the non-agree on the communique. And so there was need for them to go do joint border planning. How the 2 institutions were able to man the borders and manage these cross-border crimes. So that make we own team of operation officers, the director of operations and 2 others, and 3 others, they all move go and go get discussion with them. So then they from map up something. We very soon we will unveil them. I will get press conference, maybe we might unveil them for say these are the things we plan for. But one among them I will definitely make you know now the fact that we get forget liaison officers and along the borders, and they are not going to be police officers. We go get side the way like where I will tell you say now border area, but not to say we police personnel and they like no more from here like Nayard Road from one village just cross. So all the areas and we must get people and we call liaison officers where then we try like provide for them motorbikes and provide for them phones, you know, and how they go charge their phones and all the rest of it. And therefore possibly put them on stipend. The one they enter the system to not too good and the area they will send that information come to we and Liberia, and then we jointly work on them for the things that happen. That's just one.
Cameras are the inside in there, especially for the borders.
I'm not aware of if cameras are there, they might not be too many, but I know good. So I know too aware about the deployment there, whether there are cameras specifically. But I'm sure that then kind of they must get 1 or 2 as the case may be. But whether we have to make now, we will put a concentration of them. That could be considered by the managers, one of the 2 institutions.
So this you say on the given stipend and they might not be.
I'm not specific as to the stipend. I say they might be. They might be. So I know. So which means that decision is not with me to take. What are sure of the?
Then people are not going to compromise and do otherwise.
Well, you know, security business. I always say people. You always get people who go sell game. Always get people away. We all go work together. Even us, we all go down, agree together. You know, sister and brother them. What if for do? Now they want to come on, go tell mama and so or auntie na so it happen. Understand? But we pray and hope say by we vet what we go do, we will get the right people away, security conscious. Say this way they happen. They know you only do one for the entire nation. You safe a part of it. Because if you contribute meaningfully to security, what will get for happen? You area also will be safe. So now then we will do a lot of vetting and we hope for all get the right people for do the right job and we'll provide the correct service to you.
And we recommend be backed with cameras.
Yeah, okay.
All right, the program now, Unity Broadcasting Morning Show, we did with ACP Prima Camara winner, the police media one, now in the talk for the police team. They talk around the security of the nation and how prepared they for this Christmas season. We go take a quick commercial break and we'll come back. We will talk around integrity now the police force. On a stay tuned.
As government and stakeholders them, they continue to implement the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Program, PSSNYE, where World Bank be don't give Salon government $42 million for. National Commission for Social Action, NACSA, they use part of this amount for transfer money to us and family them. We pay per smack. Now, area them will not receive nothing yet through the Social Safety Net Program. For sake of this, government will extend this facility to new hostel we pay the money. Same way so, NACSA, they use part of this money for give money to Salon people for start their own business, train and mentor people them and connect them for agricultural program them where the government and non-governmental organization body them they operate. NACSA they also give this money to over 7,000 youths them to provide them with short-term work opportunity them upline through the Sustainable Cash for Work program.
As all this dey be, Freetown City Council go use spend this money for about over 6,000 youths them for clean the city and do other public work them na Freetown.
The National Youth Commission NACOM go use some of this money for support new and old youth group them for open their own business them na Freetown. Inside they go able get access to money, training and counseling, but how for improve their own business them.
And then go implement this program na Bo, Makeni, Kenema, Port Loko and Freetown.
For complaints, comments and inquiries, call Anti-Corruption Commission on 077-985-985 or 077-986-986 or toll-free line on Africell, QCell and Orange 8515. This message will come out from the Anti-Corruption Commission ACC with support from the World Bank, UNICEF and the government of Sierra Leone.
Pushemi people them. Isoma, Bichere, Awana, and Jaroma. Mina Bintu Koroma from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Today, I did at the street of Freetown for talk to people about the biggest civic events in the country, when at the Salon Civic Festival 2025. And that's waiting. This civic event, they bring the government closer to in people them. And it happened from the 11th to the 13th of December. Now the Uye building compound. So come with me, make me talk to people them and see how they feel about this biggest civic event in the country.
I feel good anyway, because now the Disability Act they try to talk about, for all be inclusive, for them government will put really full, you know. So let me happy for that. We not get no other place except Salon. We all for all Salon as well, and Salon is big pass we all.
More Salon Juveniji, more Salon Juvenile Kofele. Salon Jaberi Mupeva, more together, more la pair Salonji.
This year, we don't work in collaboration with the different film guilds them. We don't work with filmmakers them. We don't select films them when are made of Salon and for Salon. We don't select standard films them when are we brother and sisters them when are Sierra Leoneans and don't do them. Where we get for show in the night of the Salon Civic movie night.
Salon big pass we all. This beach where they will all get for good farm. Now Salon get the best beach for now.
Well, my family are Freetown and the old Salon. And they say we all say, Sierra Leone big pass we all. Now we put hand on that Salon for let go.
All right, welcome back. The program now, Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. We're inside the program with ACP, Brahma Kamara, winner in the head of media and the police force. Now we talk around integrity in the police force. Plenty time people then they accuse the police and they take bribe. We know also they see police then they connive. Some they even sell push. Prison officers will catch them with a bottle of drugs inside them dresses, where then they try for connive for enter and seller. This morning, ACP go tell we some of the measures where they don't take for stop them bad thing then and waiting at the headway so far for the police for uphold integrity. So ACP Brahma, now we don't they see policemen then they accuse them, and not only accuse, some people can even attest say police the whole bribe. As soon as I force for good or when I force now when the transition from force for good for another thing way
to service.
To service. Now when they try for serve the nation, people are still not too happy about the way police they act. Waiting at some of the reasons or waiting at some of the modalities we want to get for put in place for stop them bribery with them police they take note it.
Yeah, well, it's a very a topic where always contentious, because people will tell you say, oh, I get an encounter with the police and they do A, B, and C, we no right. But waiting in making anything they continue for thrive. Now where you get sometimes management the support. But we not get a situation where management they turn a blind eye to complain that we will come about two officers and do the wrong thing, whether them involved in corrupt practices or maybe then take drugs or they do things and more general the way somebody will say we not expect policeman for them. So waiting management always they do now for make sure say we the one the way they cross the line, we take the right line of action against them. And that make we get this administratively we get this document what they call the Police Discipline Regulations of 2001. That the regulations and they tell you what you for do, what you not for do, and when you do what you not supposed to do, the kind of punishment you forget. And that make over time we always make sure say they want the way they involve in corrupt practice where the thing come out and the public it come out in the public and then see you and evidence there. If you deserve to be dismissed, you are going to be dismissed. If you deserve to be transferred based on the evidence we get, then we'll transfer you. Sometimes you get somebody, then pull them from one unit to another unit. So tell the unit will be there, they wear uniform. So then we pull another unit and they came on a unit, you know they wear uniform. Or sometimes within a unit, you know they wear uniform. But based on what you do there, by the kind of punishment we forget. The police commander that unit don't normally wear uniform, being kind of unit now they wear uniform. Or maybe they have to move you from point A to point B. But like I say, if you deserve dismissal, then they dismiss you. And we not only sometimes dismiss some people, some other times, if not TV gets some criminal aspect of her, we dismiss you administratively and then send you to court. Now they tell you to get policeman where they want court. Policeman where not sentence with the court with the pandemic road. Where they involve either drugs, understand, or involve powder corrupt practice, or involve powder practices the way the one and they you don't pass that one way you go say now for just dismiss the person and left him. No, this one, if any civilian will do him, now this punishment we get. So even though in a policeman, you say forget the same punishment. So we go pull you come out at the job, or you don't pull you come out at the job, and then the next night you don't become a civilian. And now they want put you take you in a court and see what the court will get for you. So now that we normally they try for you. But we know the condone them. Management know the condone them today, you know the condone them tomorrow. And for the fact that management will condone them, that they should say we frown against her. And once we frown against her, anybody will do that which we're not supposed to do, they take the right line of action.
So then people here will not really try for bring on board this police. Yeah. Some of them are thieves before, some of them are bad things and they don't do before, then they use the police now as an escape route for go do them bad thing. How una can really vet them, follow una recruits them?
I don't really blame somebody. I don't want to blame somebody because those people, we are getting them back from the community. Now the community and the community and they come. And we, when they come, during the time where, for example, where the processes they go on, then go make sure say they get for the interview. And the interview, they will invite civilians, the local partnership board members, we go dinner, they interview today. But if they do not identify them, say this person is criminal, I mean, and the person get the requirements, you go take and come inside. So we not go know. Understand? Maybe the records, because I make them they do what you call fingerprints. They get for doing fingerprints. If now, say for example, records may only show say this person they don't commit an offense before. When they take them through the fingerprint, it they show. But so then they don't they do something in the community, they not don't go through that process they yet. Where sometimes they don't profile them in the police, and for the records they will go show say this person, they don't profile them, they don't be A, B, and C. So down and day. You'd expect now for say the civil within at the community, at the committee, you go say this person is not a bad person at the community, then we go drop them off. But I don't want to blame anybody say that the one within the committee, not the one, or maybe not the police. But we say along the line, the one the way they pass through, now they escape, then still come inside. Monkey know they left in black hand. When they come back again, and they can do some of the things they want them don't do, and then we catch them and then we punish them.
Well, don't they see police officers and then they beg people them? Many times where people in inside motoka, you bobodeo, sisio, mama, uncle, you bobodeo. What are some of the measures then? Will you go tell people then how they watch you in case a police officer begs somebody? Why if for search in motoka, you know they search them. If they get a whole truck loaded of something where they probably work out with. But then because the person don't just pull, okay, when I hold this 1,000. When I go along with that, and some checkpoints. Many times, Mr. Sepna, an example to that. When you deploy around this Pademba Road or other areas, then policeman they can say, "You see, Bobo Deo, give me small thing." So, assuming I have something that I'm going along with, where they inside my motoka, they're not search, they not do nothing. I just pull money and give them. How will they try for weed them people there, or waiting at the measures so they put in place?
You know that situation. Yeah, that's the situation where they explain. It's unfortunate for let we get policeman. We go reduce yourself to that kind of level because you did it for protect lives and property and for make sure say you're not pass with goods there or maybe a person not pass there on a bad person. And if you get yourself indulged in that one, honestly it is bad. Professionally it is bad. But we also want to say to members of the public, sometimes law want for test the law. Test the law, let's see if this law they work. Somebody will say what you want to say, but at the end of the day people are wise enough to go say this person are the right thing to do. And sometimes crimes now two persons commit them. If I know that bribe you we talk about, now you the bribe. Me we receive and I mean corrupt, but you now you bribe. So it's like bribery and corruption. Understand? If the person asks for money, don't give that money. They're not gonna ask for you. They will not beat. They're not gonna beat you. You understand? Maybe that will force them not for let them even do their work. Because if you don't want to check the motor car, you go for check the motor car. But I want to say it's very unfortunate that this complaint they come. But the IG and I listen to IG, and myself we don't come at the get time from you, and I will go back and report. I will try for continue for strategize ways then by which we will continue for make our officers be accountable. You have to be accountable to the public, and you have to be accountable for whatever work we do. But this question of you talk about Ibobode, UTTD, as the case may be, we find a time, you know, we don't want to follow happen, and we say let the public help for provide evidence for it, so that those bad officers and bad one we think we missed, no fair for pull and come out. You know, it's difficult. We spend so much money for training them. We go on for dismiss them because the money they spend for training one policeman is so huge. But that notwithstanding, if the person now a rotten fish among the others, better let pull them and allow all the other fish them they smear. Because something they now one or two person they within the service where they do something. But they don't want to say policeman. Like me in the office, they strategize but how for let things happen, IG in office. But one policeman will do something on the other side. Then in one act they say the entire police force. Wait to me, naturally under logic you will say like a fallacy of hasty generalization. But now somebody calls for let that hasty generalization can for let them say all the policemen there. And somebody calls her. You know, so it's a very difficult one, but it will continue for strategize and will continue to make appeals to the public for say let them help you for weed out them one and they. These phones will get now, then phones are they record.
So what if they record a police officer say you are not allowed, no video me, no record me this that because I mean I know
public function, especially public function, as far as me know, I'm not only a police officer, but 6 days from now I will be a lawyer.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You understand? So so I know the law. I know the law. It's very clear. If you didn't have public, they perform public function. And you do things the way not right, then will video you or then will snap you. We get what we call in journalism.
You know when I get the cyber law.
Yeah.
And if I not give you permission for make you take me video, even though you go feel say na something that they do bad or so, but I not permit you not tell me say at the video you what they do. You not feel say I don't also cause public nuisance or I don't create a cyberbullying. No,
I don't want to spend time, but I'll just make a lot of demystification.
Okay.
You know, we get what to call issues of public interest in journalism. You know, when we did journalism as far back as 2005 up to 2008. Now, one side of the way, it's difficult to make a determination of what is of public interest. But one way me you always try to look at them. Any way they do in a public and the open space, we get the potential for being disrepute to the institution where they serve, for being disrepute to the nation. Those things are things of public interest. Take for example the police. If you didn't treat, you do police work. But this police work they do, you do something the way, for example, you talk about Ibobode UTTD, you take bribes. All man will say you're not supposed to do it. That way they don't become of public interest. At that time, you are no longer going to talk about I have a right of privacy. You are no longer going to say somebody is intruding into my seclusion. Because what they do, it don't become of public interest, and at that time, somebody will snap you or somebody will do because somebody need evidence. But where are they in my private situation? Say for example, are they in a hospital? Or everybody knows say the hospital in a private space. My home is my castle. Everybody knows say that place there in a private space. You understand? Even in my garden, in a private space. Even where they're in a public, for as long as they do something way right, we not to way wrong, not to way they offend the law. If you want to take me picture, understand? You need to seek me permission. But as long as you don't begin to do things, if you really know you die in private space, you don't die in private space, you're not at home. Then people begin the mommy course. Understand? People they broke bottle. They say they kill you. You look at the stab you. You don't create a situation where you don't the way they happen. You don't become of public interest. Police person will must wash go inside there. Now that you host there, in a castle. Understand? For go see it because for go rescue life and property, and somebody will need evidence. So in that situation, you want to say, hey, now I'm in private space. Nobody will snap you. Nobody will take. No, now you don't create a situation. We make the place the not become of public interest. And because you don't become of public interest, nobody no need for there you take your permission any longer. For say for take a picture. Now the school. Anything happen at school, na private space. You want to talk to Pikile, talk to him in teacher. You want to interview, talk to him in teacher. But what about if the teacher then I know the wish for that happen. The teacher this drugs business will can't understand say he the seller or whatever, and it don't be the private space business done. You go need for cam, you need cameras, you are looking, you need evidence because the law they tell you say if you take somebody to court, you need the threshold of evidence for let you convict her.
But you know say AI don't buckle now, so anybody can generate anything.
Now they decide by the cam. Then go for do the detection, doing the investigation for nothing. But it's not AI generated material. This is AI generated. People away. I think we don't use that level now. We able for no. Trade. With this AI business just come, people not may even know the difference between. I don't see that thing. But how time they go? People their awareness don't they come out. So man they see some things myself. As you say no more. It's about this now AI material.
Okay, media.
Even without do any other kind of further verification.
What did the law say for where police they ask driver, be it commercial or private, for a license, ID card, driver license or ID card? The police officer supposed to hold them or you for just show them flash say so that you go able to read them or if you hold them, because some or the public will say most of the times will say like the police officer they retain them and say go and come later or waiting the law say about license or
the police get right for every policeman, especially when they're out there as traffic, get right for demand for your license. I use two words. Yeah. While I take note of the word today. Get right for demand for a license and get right for inspect the license. Understand? That make if they demand for a license, you not producer, that is an offense. We not produce license on demand. That's an offense. But when finally now say I want for all this license from you. Now the law they tell you say we need to get somebody of the rank, I think of the rank of inspector. But the policeman will take again to the inspector and then the inspector will keep him. That's if say for example you involve in a motor accident. You get accident. When posting accident, the first way they can ask you for always. Now you license they can ask you for. But some other times in the way
now in normal circumstance are they ask about, not only in a case where in an accident, in a case where you need to drive along road or anything, then you meet up police officers or traffic officers, then they request for your license because we don't need witness.
Always first thing I'm going to ask you, until they ask you for license, police are on demand. Yeah. For as long as it is demanded for, but where they ask you for, we not police are on demand. Even if you get her, that is an offense. Failing to produce license on demand, understand? That is an offense. So always produce on demand. Then the police now get the right for inspector, because the inspector for know whether it's up to date. And you get the license, but the license is it up to date? Sometimes you don't expire self. So now make it the inspector. So if you finally don't inspect them, say for example, it's up to date by law, you should go for return them to the person. You understand? That's the standard practice. But if you now decide say you want for older one day, for whatever reasons, another day, because the circumstances will be different. If you not take them, it will hand them over to a very senior officer, where senior in the given circumstance as provided by the law, we an inspector, and that inspector then go get for keep them. And so generally the thing supposed to happen.
All right, the program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. We did with ACP Brahma Kamara, when at the Media One, they talk command for the police officers then. We go read few messages and we go try for roundup as this program slated for 1 hour, and we dey tell we studio guests plenty thank you for this opportunity, and you get for be a lawyer anytime soon. It's a few days in the making, so we can't get lawyer Brahma Kamara. We go read few messages. Abdullah say ACP your okay, I'm not gonna read that, but let's read the bottom part of it. He said it is really unfortunate to see police officers nodding on themselves. I see that you are trying to cover up, but this covering up is not good, because if they are to save us, they are busy smoking and nodding on themselves. Push is even more killing the people than killing the police officers than the people. I remember one policer in Bombali was noted with sores all over the foot, but he was busy covering it. If you say the drug test, no police officer has been found wanting, oh my God, this na cover up word o, me I not believe this, because them policemen they suck the kush good one. How it go can't tell we say then not they catch anybody that come out from Joseph. Mary from Bo say congratulations my ACP, our lawyer in the making. I know we are going to be proud. Your next position, I presume, and I hope for you, is the IG's position, because I know IG is now 60. Anytime soon he's gonna retire. Just be sure that will be your place. Don't even think less. Don't even think for B. A is the headway, and by God's grace, I see you sitting in that chair. I am your secret admirer from Bo Mary. And the last one I go read come out from Ibrahim. Ibrahim from Australia say, ACP, you are really good. I have always admired you since you entered the police as a journalist. Your articulations on media is very articulating, and I know the sky is your limit. Continue to do the good work. The police sometimes misbehave, but I know you are always there to clean the situation up. Thank you very much. This representation is another milestone for the people of the country. For those who are wishing to thief or to snatch badges, I know your policing will stop them, and there is nothing, I believe, nothing that will stop you. As of the recruitments, find a way, please, to vet these individuals. I sometimes feel very ashamed when police officers who are thieves in the community will now end up in policing, and when they come out, they feel like they are coming to revenge more and more. Which modalities are you ready to put in place to make sure all of these come to an end? Thank you. I love you, and I know you are one of the best in the police. Keep it up. Keep it up. That's now we text message and we WhatsApp messages. Now we go read from Facebook and we YouTube message.
Okay, from we Facebook messages, we get this one we come from Wisdom. I say, can ACP Brahma Kamara tell us how many street carnival they have advised to turn down their volume or their music and possibly stop when not comply? There's a question, and this one come up from Fredo. Is say, ACP, how is the police working with communities and local authorities to prevent crime during the holidays? And again, he asks, say, ACP Brahma, how prepared is the police to respond to emergencies or unrest during major public events this season? And this one again, they say, are there any new technologies or strategy being used this year to improve security coverage? And this one come from Wisdom blog. They say, but police know they give a chance for video them whenever they can they can do, whenever they can they act them way, then can even take with phone away and them. And again, this one they say from David Harding, they say, thank you very much, first for good to service. And this one they say, our question is, if we see police officers are doing unlawful acts like collecting money from drivers or Okada riders, and we try to put them on record. Eventually they seize our phone from us. Where can we go and complain? And lastly, this one, they say if someone does not have license but the vehicle or bike is licensed, which of the two to be arrested?
Yeah, well, I'll start with that one.
Right,
There.
so
The vehicle we get, me self we don't know, me we don't know. Normally, me a policeman. You go see sometimes me boys them, they no go, then go see the vehicle me get a license. Then me as an individual, I also get license. That is show compliance. So if the vehicle not license or na Okada not license, that Okada or that vehicle not for the road. So even if you the rider or the driver get license, the vehicle or the Okada not supposed for the first on the road because no license, not registered. Understand? So if you not get the vehicle not registered, for let you use vehicle not registered, use it on the road, you commit an offense.
So the two, which one for arrest?
The vehicle always will go for impound, and that one is obvious.
So if
we will impound the vehicle.
then you don't get body license. Which one way?
If the vehicle get license, then you don't get body license. You will still take the vehicle. You will still take the vehicle go to a station. We're gonna look after a treat. Understand? Then at the end of the day, we will charge you now for where you drive, you use the highway or whatever. You not get license because when you get license, then give you the permission for lady na treat. You know, all the other things that there is. I want to say these are all things that we'll look into. Every police station gets the CDID. The CDID now a complaint, discipline, and internal investigations department. Every police station then get them personnel in the way they don't work when they pay them for woman done and for investigating coming policeman. So if you go there, ask for the CDID, then go show you the personnel there. You make a report and then go look into them. And we don't look into so many of them. People already don't then get them phones or cameras and destroy it, AYV or whatever. We sometimes then get some confrontation with the police. We always make sure we call them policemen and they and can discipline them. And where they even have to pay for the property, we then destroy and they pay for them. Understand? We know they say this one a blank check. That way police they do their job, especially when they do a good job. You they count on mental with video and camera all over the place. You go distract them. Understand? But we are somebody, whether they be civilian, understand? We all get right to privacy. Policeman or civilian, we all everybody. But who say they do thing way that one day they attract the public. Nothing we not good, way they against the law. Then that thing don't become of public interest, and because it don't become of public interest, anybody that right to privacy they don't. And that day they don't. That say, oh, somebody's intruding into my seclusion. That one day they don't. Understand? So whether it be police, whoever it be. So now that's not the situation. So make the report at the police station, and the police will look into that matter. And so in terms of technology, 2 weeks ago we unveiled something. We take people on our ears. That's why we unveil the uniforms, the new uniform that we will come it. We unveil. We don't unveil one drone. You know, we say we want for stuff for use lethal weapons. Weapon we get the protection for kill person. And lethal weapon on the day. So now we look at what you call non-lethal. That's not the advice, and that's not the based on the kind of hear the people when they talk. They take all the advice them there. You know, so we unveil drone where they carry tear gas. What a new technology and they. So now instead of plumb, I do when we can fly. You go even at the correct side for Iban. Rather than the far, you sometimes go on the side we not the expert for let go. So we don't get that technology there. Then even the use of for source information from or evidence from CCTV, I think that one is also improving. Even the cyber, I mean with the gadgets we use now, that one is also improving. Now with the people and the thief people on phone, we go after them phones and people and they first and possibly cost somebody, you go to the SIM. You don't cost down, you don't cost you don't do something, or maybe you don't go thief your phone. You go to the SIM. Now even if you to the SIM, now you're in business around there. And the phone number, the way they use the phone number, we don't know how that they use it. Simple and straightforward. And for them to use the phone, and they must use the phone. And when they use the phone, you must put SIM card inside it. You know all the things that they say that they should say we are improving. And we want to continue to call on members of the public for support the police. Policing, I have to be very honest, it's a very difficult job to do. Why should they sleep? Be they out there with the perform? Despite the fact say some of the policemen they do things here and there, we're not correct. But I tell you, the majority of police officers, we are doing very well, and we are also committed to our job. You know, and we tell people, now me choose for be policeman. You get policeman away and then choose for be policeman. Therefore, we go do any other kind of work, then succeed. But they say, no, I have to serve the state. Now this kind of way, I will serve the state till each time one day I decide for left, or maybe at the time each for left. But let me all continue for support the police so that the police will succeed. If I don't support the police, honestly, the police will succeed. Somebody even they asked how we go work with the communities. Yeah, that is very good. And I tell you, so we talk about the local needs policing, and we get the CPPC, community policing partnership committees. Them now they sponsor them. We get the ZPPC, then zonal policing partnership committees. Them all the one they work together with under the partnership board we call the local policing partnership board. We all do the work with the one day for make sure say they continue for provide we with the relevant information where we go work on. We will make we able for succeed in what we do. Most of the successes we get, I don't like you now. Most of the successes we get now in communities, even these two work show paper, and the community people. I wake up in the morning, I put my phone on, and they see series of messages people on the same. Good, very good citizens of this republic. Send messages there. Then one day will process them, send and go, then they act on them. And then the people will come and send messages again, say, hey, but that message I sent to you, they don't can arrest the people, you know. So that's the kind of thing. So let me work. Assist me that way with my call and assist, let me get that kind of symbiotic relationship. If they benefit from me police service, let me say they benefit from me, the information they get with the help for life for doing my job. So that kind of situation to look up to.
All right, plenty thank you to we studio guest. The program Unity Broadcasting Morning Show we come to you every Monday through Friday 7:30 to 8:30, and we know say you always there with we. You will send you comments, plenty thank you. You will not send next time. Make sure you engage and also be responsible because we know they are for create any scene. My name na Elizabeth Kefue Gembe.
Plenty thank you to the technical head, David Harding, in assistance, Alpha Bar, and the camera operator, Alfred Pewa, in assistance, two assistants, Nelson Coca, and Malcos Bangura, and me, your name, na Maria Maribil Kishtumbe. Assalamu alaikum.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come. For unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but waiting they happen. Political discussion, you for know about Salon politics. Religious messages, entertainment, self no go left, yeah. We no go left nothing, yeah, no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.